Hope you're well.
George.
Greetings from the island of Mallorca in the Mediterranean in Spain. While Robert was giving his presentation, I just went through my digital wallet transactions. I wanted to see how much I'd received from Crowd. Just today, $20 came in. I started, to give you an idea, I started on June the 14th, before it became live on September the 1st. And on September the 1st, I received $400 and something, and altogether now it's $503.75 from 34 people in 4 levels. So that's basically $2,000 a year I've got coming in today. It's only going to grow, as Robert said. Now, when I saw this, and I think I've said this before, but I was always fascinated by 2 by 2 by 2, and at one point I spent many years buying and selling antiques. So at one point I said, I'm going to buy something for 1, sell it for 2, buy something for 2, sell it for 4, and use that money. And I think I got up to something like buying something for 500 and selling it for 1,000. Anyways, I'd never played with threes. And when I sat down with a calculator and looking at this 3 times 3 times 3, and realizing that on the 10th level, there's 59,000 people who would all be giving me a micro donation, I said, I'm doing this. I've never really involved myself in, I've always been a principal in my businesses. So apart from one period where I involved myself with a multi-level marketing company, but I didn't really like it, so I didn't continue it. When I saw this, I go, I have to do this. I really have to do it. Plus, there's something else I love about it. For example, one of the people who I have in my team, I didn't really know him, but we'd had a back and forth on social media. And I said to him, listen, I'm doing something. Let me send you a couple of videos. 45 minutes later, he got back in touch with me. He said, how do I start? At the moment, he's got a summer driving job where he drives people in Canada in limousines, and he said 700 kilometers, 1,000 kilometer rides. He said it's plenty of time to talk about Crowd. So a gentleman he spoke to is Philippine, and he came in after thinking about it, and now there are several Philippines coming into my Crowd. So who knows, that'll go to Philippines. A chap who used to work for me, Bulgarian guy, entrepreneur. When I first met him, he and his wife were living on a sack of potatoes for 1 month. I gave him work, and slowly but surely I gave him more days, and then weeks, and then months. And he worked with me for about 6-7 years. Eventually, he set up a business with vending machines. He and his wife have 2 gorgeously, beautiful daughters, well-educated. They have their own house they're paid for. I told him about this. He says, wow, that's really interesting. And I've been speaking with other Bulgarians, so maybe it'll go into Bulgaria. But I love these connections. So I just really encourage everybody to put your thinking caps on, see who you know. What I did, one thing I did is I went back through all my Facebook messages, all my WhatsApp messages, and thought of people I hadn't communicated with in years, and I just reached out to them. How are you doing? How are you doing? Listen, something that came up may be interesting to you. And some people say yes, some people say no, but yeah, just do it.